And it wasn't just the swim team who enjoyed success in their Hockomock League meet. The wrestling team put forth a very strong showing on their divisional meet as well, which served as a nice boost for the team as they shifted their focus to state sectionals and beyond. Here now is Coach Basha and the wrestling team with more. As you've gotten to see right here on Milford TV this season, the wrestling team has been putting up a great fight against tough competition from throughout their league. Now, Coach Basha and his team are preparing for an even bigger challenge as they gear up for statewide competition.
I think we lost a lot of seniors last year, so graduating a lot of quality starters that have been with the program for 4+ years. We know it was going to be difficult to replace them, so I think we had some ups and downs this year, but I think definitely the ups outweigh, or more ups than downs, I would say. And to end it at the Hockomock tournament, placing higher than some of the teams that maybe beat us in the dual meet was something that we can kind of build on going into sectionals this weekend. So this weekend we have sectionals, which is 12 teams. Some of the teams we've competed against already, some we haven't seen yet this year, so we put our whole varsity lineup in. If they place top 4, they move on to states. So the goal is to try to move on to the next week. I think we can do pretty well. I think we can have 4 or 5 guys in the finals if we wrestle our best. So that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping just to go out there, compete, do our best, and see where we end up. It turns into an individual sport here real quick. They keep team score, but it's more about the individuals at this point than it is the team aspect.
Before entering into state tournament play, the Milford wrestling team put up a solid performance at the Hockomock League Championships, with Alex Mitchell, Eric Brajoli, and Andrew Salazar leading the way.
The 3 that really propelled us into a third-place finish over a lot of Hawk powerhouse teams that usually compete very well there. We had Alex Mitchell at 170 pounds. He had 3 pins in the tournament. He pinned in the finals against a quality kid from Taunton who was a sectional place finisher the year before. Then we had Eric Brajoli at 220. Same thing, 3 pins, pinned in the finals against a really tough kid. And then Andrew Salazar at heavyweight. Actually, he pinned all 3 as well, but he had lost to the kid from Stoughton that he wrestled in the finals a couple weeks prior. So for him to go out and get a pin in that match, that really, really helped us. Those pin points, you get extra points for how you beat your opponent. So getting those 3 pins from those guys, those 9 wins were huge for us. It really separated us and allowed us to get over Franklin in the team score.
I was lucky enough at the tournament to be the first seed because I've done pretty well as far as league matches go this season. I didn't really see anyone that I haven't wrestled before, so it was pretty exciting going into every match knowing who I was wrestling. And as far as my finals match goes, my hardest match this season in a league meet was against the Mansfield guy. And the first match went 6 minutes. It was, I think, 5-3 by the end, so I had just barely beaten him. And come the finals, I didn't really know what to expect as far as how much better he's gotten. But I was fortunate enough to be able to pin him in the 3rd period. I pinned him with like a minute left. So pretty decent chunk of time. It was exciting, to say the least. The thing I like most about this sport especially is that you make a lot of enemies, obviously. You also make a lot of friends. Like, I'm very friendly with everyone who's beaten me, everyone I've beaten. It's a nice community, but as far as rivalries go, yeah, I certainly have a few even going into this weekend in sectionals that I'm looking forward to wrestling.
I just went in there to focus on just getting pins, pinning everyone in my weight class. I did. And just helping the team come the best place we could. That was about it. Going into the finals, I was the first one to wrestle, so I just wanted to start our team off with a pin. So I went out there and did it. And the other guys got one too. Brought us in 3rd. This season's been big for me. I didn't wrestle last season, I had surgery. So coming back this season meant a lot, and I wanted to come out doing good. It's my first time wrestling for Milford, so I didn't know what it was like last year. But I came to a few matches and it looked good. I'm happy to be on the team now.
Honestly, I want to say it was probably one of the best individual meets that we've had all year. All the kids that came in, varsity kids that came in, that wrestled hard. That's all I can really say about it. As a team, we're down a couple guys, so we're not at our strongest right now as Milford, but we have a couple individual guys that are ready to go out there, and next year, they're going to take it.
The Hawk Championships also provided Andrew with an opportunity for a rematch against the only wrestler who defeated him in the regular season.
That first night we wrestled him, I think I was 24-0, and it starts to get to your head, after a while, no losses. You're thinking, no, I'm the absolute best, I can't lose. And, I stepped out on the mat that night, and he was the better wrestler. That's all I can say. I came into practice, and I was returned to earth at that point. I came back, I practiced hard. I asked Coach, what did I do wrong in that meet? And as soon as I knew I was going to wrestle him again, I thought, this is great. I can finally go at it, and I ended up pinning him in the second period.
Not only is this current group of Milford High wrestlers poised for success, but the future of the program is very bright, thanks to the work of the youth wrestling program.
Dan does a great job down there. Doug Merritt started it down there, Garth Yon. Those guys they're awesome. Everyone down there has really been a big help. It's starting to make its way up to me. They got really big numbers. They're probably one of the bigger programs, K through 4, K through 5. So as those kids stick with it and they come through the program, it's a huge help. Kids coming in just knowing what wrestling is, knowing what to expect. That's big. So that I hope we start to see the numbers increase from that, and it'll definitely be beneficial to both of us, both programs.